Hi, welcome to Romania. You have a new album on the way. How would you describe it to the audience of Megadeth? Why should they hear it?
Personally, I think it's awesome because it's so diverse. I'm kind of tired of getting a CD where every song you fast forward from song to song, and it sounds like the last song. And this particular CD, it's got stuff that has more of a rock vibe, all the way to something that has a very thrash vibe like Kingmaker. And that's the kind of diversity that I really like in a CD, and that's what I think fans would appreciate about this CD.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, every Megadeth album sounds different, and this is no different than that. So, we have different kinds of metal songs on there. Some are faster and heavier, and some are a little more accessible. I mean, we're just trying to make the best songs that we can, you know what I mean? All records turn out different from the other ones, so. But for me, I think there's a lot of great songs on there, so we're pretty happy about it.
It is announced that there is a collaboration with David Draymond on the album, and there is a rumor about a collaboration with Will Nelson. Is it true?
Well, I don't know about Willie Nelson, but definitely David Draymond was on the CD. I, however, haven't heard his final work because I wasn't in the studio recording by the time he got in there. So, have you heard it?
Yeah, it sounds really good. Sounds really cool. Yeah, Dave saw Willie when he was in Texas, Willie Nelson, and I guess the idea was brought up, but nothing ever came of it. But it would have been interesting. But yeah, David is on the record. It sounds great.
Are there other collaborations on the album?
Just, Shawn, myself, Dave, and David.
Yeah.
A lot of collaboration there.
That's the biggest collaboration.
How many new songs will we hear in the concert in Bucharest?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Maybe a bit of a surprise for everybody, I think. So we'll have to see.
Yeah. We have rehearsals today. We're going over, heading over to the venue. We're going to do some rehearsals and stuff. So we'll see how it all works out. We're excited about it.
There is a chance to hear songs at the first audition, right?
Absolutely.
Regarding an official single, do you have one in plan in the near future and a video maybe for it?
Yeah, that would be Super Collider, the title track of the CD. And we just did a video for it about a week and a half ago. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. So, yeah.
You are touring a lot. Is there a favorite place where you really like to sing? A region, a country, I don't know, a stage, a special stage?
Honestly, we have so many great fans around the world. It would be easy to say, oh, this is my, being in America is the best, or being here is the best, or whatever. But honestly, we have such great fans everywhere we play. You name it, South America, the Orient, Australia, obviously here in Europe, and it seems to get bigger and bigger all the time. So we always look forward. Obviously, we've played here many times now. This is a great place to start a world tour. So it's really not an easy answer to that question. I mean, we play in so many great countries, and like I said, have such great fans that we're lucky to be able to tour the world as much as we do and play as much as we do. So it's all great.
Are you planning to release a DVD at the end of the tour?
As far as we know, there are no plans to do that at this time. But things change.
Yeah, you never know. We won't have any plans.
I would like to hear from you your most loved album from Megadeth. Mm-hmm. Which one is it?
Well, it's different for each of us.
Yes, of course.
Shawn's is Peace Sells.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the record. I mean, I was a fan from when Killing Is My Business came out, and that is one of my favorite records as well. But when I remember seeing the Wake Up Dead video, which is the first video I believe that Megadeth ever released. I remember seeing it on television when I came home one day, and I got the album right away, of course, when it was coming out at that time, and to this day, it's my favorite record. I think it's a fantastic record. But I love them all. But if I had to pick one, yes, for me it'd be Peace Sells, yeah.
And for me, it's Rest in Peace.
And if you were to associate yourself with a song from Megadeth, which one would you choose? Can you think of one?
Well, I think at this this point in time, you know, we would probably associate with music that we've had a hand in and helped collaborate on. So for me personally, it would be probably How the Story Ends, I would say. I don't know about.
If it's for me, how I feel emotionally, it'd probably be Last Rites, Love to Death. Anything violent. I'm not a violent person, but I have violent thoughts.
Megadeth has a lot of songs which were covered by other bands. Is there a cover in particular which you were impressed by?
The Arch Enemy did a really good cover of one of our tunes. God, there's been so many bands though. It's hard to keep. I can't even keep up now with all the bands that have done. I know Nightwish did. I think they did Symphony of Destruction. I think did a really good job of that as well. Again, though, there's so many bands have done, and with the internet now, any band can put out cover tunes and stuff. But those two come to mind. The Arch Enemy one I really liked a lot. I thought it was great. So, and they're a great band.
I haven't seen that many covers of the Megadeth stuff, so.
You'll stick with Art.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're a great band for
Yeah.
sure. So I know if they were to do a cover of any band, it would be a really good cover.
Yeah.
So.
Did a great job.
Yep.
What do you think is the key of the success and the longevity of the band? I mean, we're talking.
The music. At the end of the day, at 30 years into the game, I mean, everything has to come back on the music. I mean, if you don't have, a good body of work musically, you can't sustain a career just on image or whatever it could be. For us, it's always been about the music, and the fact that we playing the venues that we are 30 years into the game. That's a testament on how great our fan base is. But ultimately, it comes down to good songs. So a lot of our songs have stood, luckily for us, have stood the test of time. So we're really proud of that.
And the last question, how would you describe your actual rock and roll life kind of style? How is it in this stage right now?
In this state, I would say it's pretty boring.
Very boring.
It's as boring as it gets, unfortunately.
I like to play golf. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's not very metal, but it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're pretty focused on the show and, trying to put on as good of an event as possible. That's really, that's why we're out here. We're out here to interact with the fans, and I think if we were still into all of that crazy partying and stuff,
We're too old for that stuff now.
Yeah.
It's all about the show. Everything revolves around putting on a good show. That's all we care about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.